So, so I was just sitting here. I looked to the video. Somebody got their name is the Empress, and we ain't gonna say the rest. And I was just sitting here watching this video. Somebody's like, "Yeah, everybody knows who the copycat is now. Somebody comes to your channel and they're watching you or something like this, like." And everything you do, I mean, they do it, but they just don't do it like you because they're not the real one. They're not the real Empress. And it's just so funny because I was just, what I'm saying? I be watching these people. They think I'm coming there for material, girl. I'm telling you, it ain't the motherfucker on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Even the motherfuckers that's saying it ain't a motherfucker on YouTube that's doing what they doing, bitch. It ain't a hoe on YouTube that's doing what I'm doing. It's just a fact. You know what I'm saying? And really, if you want to go ahead and add the shit up, like I was just feeling like I was reading in the biblical text, we could really just eliminate all the other bitches, but I don't want to be a tarot reader. Lord, it's so funny that I love the fact that that Living Bible says gossip. Because you would not think, good night. You would not think that the Bible would say gossip in it. And my Bible say gossip in it. I mean, it's the Bible that everybody else got. It's just a parallel Bible. But people trying to say, oh, you could tell who is the real person because somebody has more views and you're able to get money off of what you're doing or something like this, and this person is not. So you could tell that they're not the real one or something like this. And I don't know if they talking about views or we talking about something else. All right. I don't know if we talking about this space age pimping or we talking about views. Okay. Because I feel like really a lot of these females that are dealing with these energies, especially high level soulmates, they feel some kind of way about intermingling with these motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying? That just right there show you that these bitches can't really see. You see what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I take a motherfucker at face level until you show me otherwise. I don't give a fuck if you a billionaire or not. I'm gonna approach you and greet you and treat you the same way I'm gonna treat any motherfucking body. I don't care if you uber famous. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference between me. I feel like that's what we talking about, the difference between whoever these people is and whoever the real motherfuckers is. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even to say like that I don't pay them homage or say, well, yeah, this motherfucker is good at what they do or whatever like this. What I'm just saying is that I was born to not fret over these energies, right? I feel like even, I promise you, when I was little, I used to be thinking like, I told my mom, I think when I was like 9 years old or something, I told her, I said, I think that celebrities are aliens or something like this, okay? And I got, because I told you as a child that wanted to take me to a concert with them. And then I'm like, I don't want to go because I think, and my mom said, why not, girl? And she was like, and I think even though she was saying, I think she wouldn't let me go anyways. And then I said, because I think they aliens or something like this. But I mean, I wasn't scared. That just came out my mouth. I don't know why it came out my fucking mouth. Do I think that they aliens today? No, possibly not. I mean, not no more than I could be. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it today. Okay. So I don't know. I just feel like it's so funny. It shows that people just ain't got that many brain cells. And I wouldn't even want to listen to your motherfucking tarot reads, bitch. If you really gonna sit here on this channel in front of all these people and sit here and talk about something as psychic or somebody got a gift or something like this, it depends on how many views you got. Stupid. If you knew anything, you would know that they fucking with people's algorithms on this bitch, and that the real ones ain't gonna get no motherfucking views, ho. And that's how you could tell who the people is that work for who the fuck them people is. Because they gonna say some stupid shit, like they gonna bite the one thing that they could probably say about you because you restricted and they know it. And so the one thing that they can say about you, or they don't want you to buy and sell and make money to be able to make moves on your own because somebody want to be in control of everything you do because motherfuckers then stole from you and they don't want you to have money for lawyers to go find out who the fuck got your shit so you can go get it back. Because these motherfuckers ain't helping you. They ain't gonna point you in no motherfucking direction. Sometimes you got to wait for the shit to come fall out the damn sky. And it's only when it's gonna benefit them. Some of these guides, again, some of us might have different circumstances with guides and stuff like this. I'm just telling you my personal, I can't talk to you about nobody else's personal journey with guides and ancestors but mine. Okay? So when we talk about these ancestors, are we really talking about ancestors, or are you talking about these people that work for these corporations and these with these intricacies of industries that have with the antichrist movement, that have been working for a time to make sure that a certain child that was born was not going to possibly not be able to grow and then not be able to shine or not be able to rule. You understand what I'm saying? Whether we talk about some shit that people know, some satellites, or some fucking going to another, I about to say country, planet or some shit like this, and people know about it, and I might not just don't know about the shit, or if some motherfuckers got some whole world under the ground and I don't know about that shit, or if we talking about some secret back door for the fucking White House or something and I don't know about that shit, whatever it is, somebody knows something. You know what I'm saying? Somebody knows something. But I was just thinking about that too. Something about, I don't know why I was just thinking about, because remember before a COVID, I don't know, this is just random, okay? But before a COVID, when they were saying that Trump was responsible for some like thing where they went in and saved all these children or something like this from some underground thing or something like this. But I was wondering too, I started thinking about that in the spiritual essence, because God always showed me another version of something a little bit. Was that really, and obviously he don't want me just to know it only, possibly is something that I was supposed to be putting out on the channel or something. But I was wondering what they were really talking about on a spiritual level. Now, yeah, they can show you what the perception of what they want you to think on the media. That maybe was what it was. But there's also always a spiritual essence to it, to me. And I could have that could feel like, somebody finding out that somebody had children of, not the corn, children, star seeds or gifted ones or chosen ones locked down in the basement on the lower level or something like this. You know what I'm saying? Like again, with that debt ceiling, or like down in the Sheol. You know what I'm saying? In the underworld, the Dalit people. I'm thinking that. You know what I'm saying? So because this made me think about that energy of somebody bringing somebody out of darkness or bringing somebody out of somewhere or something like this. Okay. So I don't know. There's something to that too, because I feel like we're dealing with forefather ancestors, founding fathers, lords, um, just uh, people that may have admired your work, or you know what I'm saying, that admired you or something like this, or you know what I'm saying, they could see something in you or something like this, right? So I feel like I don't know. I feel like it's something. There's something a little bit to this here. There's something to this, because I was just thinking, and sometimes when I see stuff in the media, it's just a narrative to, piggyback off of that story as to what could be going on a lower level. It don't have to include the same people, but it possibly could. Because I was just looking at something about, like, I think it was saying something about, like I said, something about a father figure or something like this. But then I was thinking about how they kept on talking about in the media yesterday. Because I just noticed a certain phenotype or something with an uncle of mine and then somebody else, and they both got the same name. But I don't know. There's something about phenotypes. I'm obsessed kind of with them a little bit. Not like obsessed. It's just like I automatically look at people and then I say, this look like this person or these group of people or something. So it could be it could be that energy or that essence of being an Adamite. Because God tells Adam to go out there and look at all the animals or look at all the entities or look at all the something and see what he would call them. You see what I'm saying? It may be that might be a type of gift or something that these particular people have. I don't know, because I was thinking about. I think that they said that it's something about these two people. It I was thinking about this mm, storyline, okay? Of like somebody that's like a truthful or honest person or a good person or something that somebody met or something like this. But I was thinking about that energy because they was putting in the media something about Trump and one of the Gaudis. And I don't know why, excuse me, that storyline brought me back to this energy though. You know what I'm saying? Like two people you would not think were friends. You know, like the lion and the with the thorn in his hand and the mouse or something like this. Or where I think that's the story or something. Or like I was gonna say another way of looking at this. Oh, mm, I don't know. I don't know what it was giving me though. I don't know. Somebody wants down, and I don't know because I'm picking up like mm, because somebody feel the same way about you. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was like somebody that thought I could trust you or something like this to do something for me or get a message across or something, would you do that or would you act like you're the one that the person should look up to? Like I don't know. I just feel like I don't know what this shit is that I'm picking up on right now. I just don't know what this is, but I feel like so ridiculous. And I feel like what the fuck is this? And I feel like I'm a seer of all ages almost damn near to myself. I don't have to be that to you. But I see shit all the time, 24 hours a day, all the hours of it, all the minutes, all the seconds. I be seeing shit. So I'm like, really feel like I already know what I feel like I'm picking up on. But then again, I'm just like, nah. See, because it's so complicated and there's so many layers to it. It's so complicated and there's so many layers to it. Because I tell you, that picture that I put up of myself as a little girl, whatever, on that thing, I seen a masculine energy that was maybe an entertainer or a rapper or something like this. I don't know, like not nobody famous or nothing. But I seen that picture of that person and I'm like, well, goddamn. You know, I'm thinking like, what is going on here? Mm. I'm like, this person looked just the fuck like me when I was little. Like, in all, I found this picture of me being little, looking like that within a couple days of seeing that this person looked like that. But that person also looked like another feminine energy, almost like that 23 energy. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know if some of us are like, I don't know. I just feel like they were splicing something up. I just don't know. I don't know. And I feel like I'm just gonna be more open about like talking about this shit like this, even though I say don't talk too much. But I'm wondering, I feel like these people that's bullying and cyber stalking and things like this. But I feel like also this could be also, like I said, some people may be wanting some type of payback or something like this. And I'm just like, if I got to live my life like any old kind of way, let's just get on with it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the fuck it is. That's where I'm at in my life. You know? Like if I don't have all the answers, especially, just end it already. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how I look at the shit. Like, what you mean? Even if somebody just saying, just be cool, just be cool. I'm like, dude, it ain't even enough information for me to be cool. What is you talking about? There's not even enough information for me to be cool. You understand what I'm saying with some shit like that? What do you even do with that? What do you even do with that? See, what did happen is somebody is responsible, whether it's both a male and a female, or if it's just one of them, or I just see a bitch. I just see a female, man. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but I'm not. I see a female really, you know what I'm saying? Maybe even an abusive or manipulative female that work for the government or her daddy is in some type of something, and this person got to somebody or something like this, right? I feel like this is also about the have and the have nots. I feel like it's also about these, you know, people that sit in, they have their degrees and diplomas, and, they have all of their, sorority sisters and all of their HBCUs and all of their other, organization, all their little cigar groups and shit and all this secret, and then you have other people that maybe, and I always try to look at the high and the low or something like that in between. Okay. And and then it make me think about the people that may be into other things like street life or something like this, right? And they may don't have that, and they may have an extensive record, or they might have these accusations, or they might have these charges, or they might have these things like this or whatever, and nobody wants to represent those particular people or something like this, or think that they just chose to do this shit or something. But I'm starting to see that there might be a dynamic between those people that have guidance or had guidance during their journey, and then the ones that shine too bright, that didn't have the guy. They had the guy. Everybody could have been activated at the same time. But it feels like to me that the people don't fit into this social construct that they got going on. Even when it comes to celebrities and shit like that, that didn't advance on some type of knowledge or degrees or something like that. It don't matter. If we woke up and we all ended up on the same level as gods, they gonna look at them the same way that they gonna fucking look at us. They just got a little bit more of something to start with than the fuck we do. Everyday motherfuckers that just been trying to already paycheck to paycheck or whatever, like this is. So, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that could be also the energy of the devil and the lion or something like this mixing together if you look at it in a certain sense. And I feel like these people put the attack, like I said, on those who naturally, authentically shine. And even if you have to think, it got to be people that's really fucking smart, genius. They really work hard. You know what I'm saying? Just because if I'm, you know what I'm saying? If I'm a, listen, I'm not condoning nobody doing none of this shit. What I'm saying is, what's the difference of somebody that been blocked out of society some kind of way, right? Or mentally put on some type of block. So they're not tapped into that group ethic of the people that are going to be, running the world or doing something else with their, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what I feel like I was one of the originals that was activated. Something rubbed these people the wrong way. It might be the truth or too much of it. Okay. People could try to make it seem like you don't got nothing, you're boring, but I know it's on some bullshit. Somebody is trying to hinder my energy or something like this so that they can have access to the energy, and that's just it. That's all. Even if they done already gotten over this energy and recreated somebody else that's in my likeness, and they feel like whatever it is, somebody still there's some type of tie or something here where somebody I feel like there is a small group that don't want to really lose somebody, but they just can't hold on to me either, because you know what I'm saying, the more I don't know, the more I'm gonna keep on being on here doing videos, doing all this shit, whatever, until I find out what it is. So it's just, you know what I'm saying, there's no like, I think communication was the last card on that deck when I put that deck down. The communication is off, and I feel like it's done on purpose. I feel like this is a generational thing, because I was then they were talking about this whole thing with Trump, but then they were talking about that energy with this Gotti, and they were saying that I think that one of the sons was upset about his father's not leaving him something, or feeling left out by his father or something like this, and this would turn him to a life of crime or something like this. But I feel like, again, if I could look at it, and this is why I say, when I think about even my grandpa, there was something about the other two children they kept or whatever, but I guess they said that there was something about they had to get rid of one of the sons, okay? And so they picked the new mother came in and they had to get rid of one of the sons, where they picked him. out of the other brothers. They got to stay there, things like this. But he had to go into like a orphanage and then like a boarding home or something like this, right? You think about that energy, like I just said with the I think it was John Gotti, if I'm not mistaken, where he felt left out by his father. And then here I am today coming to break a generational curse. And somebody is trying to tell me that I don't get to keep my connection with the people that I was connected with when I was activated and connected with, when I know I'm on top of my motherfucking game, when I know I'm one of the ones, if not the motherfucking one. So it's almost like that. It's almost like, whoa, 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 wait a minute. And maybe it could be for somebody's own good or something like this, but I doubt it. I feel like also there's people behind the scenes that like, man, you know what I'm saying? We just need to get this person to understand that we're not the enemy, that we're trying to get you to see to just, you know what I'm saying? Chill or something like this, right? But it's like, who do you trust, man? Who do you trust? And who are these people that we got to hide from the fact that I'm going to be who the fuck I am? You know what I'm saying? That. Because I feel like even if some of us have secret lifestyle, or if we have, if we're those ones that, like, again, I feel like with Joseph that had the 7, I think it has something to do with strands of DNA or something like this. But anyways, I digress. Um, you know what I'm saying? All this shit that I'm seeing like this, all these different lines and things that are, it's kind of like Spider-Man. These fucking things are like, it's like I see pictures of people and lines going back and forth and changes in these people's opinion. I just don't know what to do. And so it's like, yeah, it's like trippy a little bit if you really think about it. It's exciting and it's you know what I'm saying? It's the kind of shit I like. You know what I'm saying? To dip into or to tag into. But of course, it's that part where I want to put my foot on the pavement. And I don't know. I just keep seeing something like if I do find out the truth, somebody knows that my feet are going to be like, on those cartoons when the feet be going like this, like over and over, like in a circle when somebody's trying to run. And then somebody got them really up in the air with their shirt and the feet are just going like in circle. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Like as soon as I do find out the truth about one thing that I can directly think or go to or see or get or it's like an Easter egg hunt or something like this. Somebody knows that as soon as I put those feet on the ground, it's a fucking wrap. But I feel like people are trying to say like, hey, I'm starting to feel that energy where people was walking away or somebody may think I'm doing something for attention, but I'm doing this because it's my fucking journey. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like I feel like when they walk away, I just get upgraded. And then motherfuckers turn back and be like, oh, what's she talking about now? Oh, did she say something about this? I hear somebody saying, did she say something about that house or something like this? So I don't know. Okay. And then, they're like, oh, she's just trying to, but it's just, no. Matter of fact, I'm the type of person that if you need my assistance, I'm very caring. I'm an empath. I really can't really even pull away from it until I do address whatever it is sometimes, or that's how it was within the past 2 years or something like that. So, I would just go do, be online, be online, be online. But it's like, when people walk away, I don't chase. You see what I'm saying? The empress don't chase. So it's like, um, I feel like people may look at it as cold, but I think they'll feel it like that rubber band that, when you start pulling it or something and it can't pull no more, it's about to pop. They will feel it more than I will, but it's not because I'm being mean or cold hearted or ignoring or anything like that. It's just, there is this kind of like a freedom of choice energy, okay? Although I wish it wasn't like that with the twin flame or something like this, but it's not even about the choice or whatever. Because I feel like the person, whether they speak it out loud or not, they did choose. It's just there's something about somebody coming towards someone that's off limits. Is what I feel like, okay? And I feel like, well, this had to be like the biblical aspect of this, or whoever the Hierophant might be, or something like this, to be acting like that. You know what I'm saying? This can't be like nobody that's got no other kind of ties. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's like bold or something like this to like and they need to get some message to you or something like this, then they haven't, directly came to you and directly said something, so you know that this is what it is. Like it can't be that part. It got to be somebody that might be like in a religious some foundation or something like this, where something could be looked at some kind of way. But like if we dealing with real shit here about like somebody helping somebody get some type of information, or if for some people it may be life or fucking death, you know what I'm saying? I think that the rules could be broken. So I don't know. I do feel like there's is kind of like a pull or alluring energy coming back in here, but I feel like it's why? Because I feel like even if this is true about, even if this is my story or not, or somebody else's or whatever, you know, whoever this is didn't have a problem going speaking to other people or something like this, whether it be lawyers or judges or family or friends or neighbors or the people that maybe hired them to go look you up or find you, or these things like this. These things like this. And again, another thing for me, I don't like games. I don't like wasting my time with no fucking riddles or nothing. And I don't like indirect message. So that's why it could probably be hard to for me, because it may be the people, the way that they're communicating with me, they can't just outright say whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? And I stopped looking for clues a long time ago. Cause I feel like fuck that. And if we talking about some real shit, you know what I'm saying? And these ain't people that's just like got like skin, skin suits on that look like people that's familiar to you, or did you know, or you thought you knew. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, because I feel like these people are actually sending other people in here to poke or prod you with to get blood or samples or whatever else the fuck they're doing. They may be doing or trying to access you. So what happened to the person that leave the piece of paper on your doorstep or something because they need to talk to you about a secret affair or a secret something that you're involved with, or you know what I'm saying, to tell you your real story. These people is crazy, y'all. But I'm telling you, I already predicted like something similar to this happening, man. Years ago, I think this is what I was telling when the Kanika thing happened around that time, or Sandra Bland or whatever. And I was telling the tourists like, nah, we need to probably go get some land in the damn country somewhere and get a couple of goats. You know what I'm saying? Some alpacas or something shit like this, and we need to start building for this. 'Cause I'm telling you, in the future, I'm telling you, they're going to be like sweeping the nation or something. Like you're going to need to have the place or whatever like this. Because the best thing to chalk it up to was like Maggie and them. Yeah, Maggie and them on The Walking Dead. Because these motherfuckers on Earth today will have you so wrapped up in that damn Instagram feed that the apocalypse could be on already. You hear me? The fucking apocalypse could be already on. And what is you doing? Okay? Your peoples could already have a fortress built. You sitting is it Friday or it's Saturday? Is it Saturday night? Okay, so we can talk like this. Listen, okay? And you still looking at pictures. You still looking at pictures of your friends. Ain't nobody even on Facebook no more or Instagram that much. And when they on there, they ain't even. Oh shit! Hold on. Oh, now look, my boob done fell out. Hold on. And even when they on there, you know what I'm saying? Like even if some of you got those so-called high level twin flames, like everything is like the same damn thing. Like it's like the same pictures and shit like this from like a year or two ago or some shit like this. Like, oh my God. Whew. Oh. And then when these people think that you asking for your mate or something like this, then they want to show you like some shit like on a fucking holographic screen or something like this. Like, no, no, it's not working. It's not working. Like, what are you hiding? You know what I'm saying? It's almost like it's like that. Like, what are you doing, or why are you trying to play around? I'm thinking, you know what? I'm thinking about that damn movie Gemini. Okay, well, what you call it with Will Smith in there, and what I'm thinking is they got some of us with them motherfucking Gemini twins. Like it's probably another one of me out there battling up against me. You know, people like, yeah, this girl, she ain't you, you know, or something like this. This might be a whole fucking doppelganger. This might be me already. You hear me? This might be me already with that other social security number. This could be that me all fucking ready. Okay? Hunting me down, stalking me, embarrassing me in front of my family members and shit like this over there acting like she me. Taking motherfucker 2 hours away to meet somebody family for what? You know what I'm saying? Bitch, what is you doing? Cause I'm like, I'm on a low. Like it be like I be knowing what parts is about, whatever this is. Whether the twin knew that this what they was doing, or even if this could not even be the twin that broke this shit in. You know what I'm saying? It's just something like this. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. Because sometimes I feel like I do get access to some other dimension in my dreams, or I would, right? And I would wonder why I feel these kind of things, or like I was about to be embarrassed in front of some people or something like this. And then in the dream, you know what I'm saying? I will go somewhere with tourists, and some girl be like, "Go ahead and tell her," and I'm like, "What?" You know what I'm saying? What the fuck you mean? Tell me what? With my shoes? Did I get some dirt on the floor or something? Go ahead and tell her. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's like that. It's like that. And he's like, well, you know, I'm with you. What? Cause I was about to ask it, because I don't even know what the fuck is these words about to call your motherfucking mom next. Oh, oh Lord, y'all. Oh my God. Oh, I'm up in that dream because the dream feel real than the motherfucker. And the dream felt real than the motherfucker. I think I'm telling you. And I think it was like a fight or something that really happened. A knife got pulled out, all kind of shit happened in that dream. And I think it was like a tug of war match, you know what I'm saying, with a whole nigga. Like because I had never, you know what I'm saying? I have never, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the kind of bitch I am. I have never, because I don't do any of them things that you might have seen listed on that motherfucking, now listen, I might have not always felt that way by my own motherfucking self. Like, I feel like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Okay, don't nobody, like, come on, man, you ain't asked or whatever like this. But I'm different. I'm a whole different. I'm whole different. You know what I'm saying? I'm whole different. Like I'm that motherfucker that, like, if we met or something like this, and I had a child already or something like this, and this how I used to think. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about now, but you know, now I was that younger. You know, I was when I was younger. It's like if I meet you something like this, you meet me and I got a kid, okay, that's fine. But if I meet you and you got a kid, that is a problem because I need a whole. This was when I was younger, when I was thinking like, when I get married, it's gonna have to be like this. You know when it is when you in your teens or your early 20s or something like this. You know, okay, so that like that, like that. Because I was thinking about somebody going back to the past and shit like this, trying to change something, and then make it this time that this man got a kid, you know what I'm saying, when he come back or something like this. And maybe last time you had a kid or something, y'all broke up, you had a kid or something like this, and he still took you back. But now this time, y'all broke up and he had a kid and they expecting you to take his ass back. You know what I'm saying? I had to really think about this. And I don't know. See, that's what I'm saying. hmm But we're in 2023 now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. But it was something about when I was young, I had made sure that this the fucking way it was gonna be. I don't do no baby mamas. I don't do no, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that's the bougie, relationship part of me that I had to have that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. Maybe it's just looking at other people or something like this. Growing up, I just, if I could stop that and try to stop a generational curse or something like this with that shit, then that's what I thought. But it's still kind of fucked up a little bit because you know I knew right then that you being selfish. You know what I'm saying? You think you could do whatever you want to do, and somebody else can't do that shit. But that's okay. If that person is okay with me thinking that way or not giving a fuck or something like this, but I do, that's not my problem. You see what I'm saying? That's how I thought when I was younger, y'all. It's just how I did. And see, I think some of these hoes that be trying to go down to my Akashic records, you just mad bitch because you didn't stand on that shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And so then they want to say karma. And so these people want to go ahead and try to link up energies and shit like this so that you can definitely be with a nigga that you going to have some problems with. Bitch, I will be the fuck alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do no favors by sending no motherfucking body this way. I told you. I know somebody stole some damn money or something like this. And once I get that shit and me and that money can lay around that bed for a couple days, then I will figure out who the fuck I wants to go. If I want to find somebody or not, you know what I'm saying? Or if I just want to still do what the fuck I'm doing with that damn money. I'm telling you, I bet you it'd keep me warm. Because the worst thing I feel like they doing right now to some of these leftover feminines is trying to make it seem like you wasn't pretty enough. You wasn't skillful enough. You wasn't, motherfucker got to try to break you down a little bit. But I really think it got to do with us not being able to be subdued and maybe replenished. Now, again, you do what you want. That could be a good thing for some of you. I don't know. It just don't sound too good to me, but you know, if that means that you need to be renewed on this earth or something like this so your bloodline can go on, okay. But if it means something else, you know what I'm saying? Like you want to enslave me or you want to enslave or own me or something like this. And then you want to also try to replenish whatever I have by bringing in somebody else in my likeness and using their seed to keep on going on with my legacy or whatever this is. You know what I'm saying? I be thinking about whole other shit like that, y'all. You be thinking about what you about to go get from Shein or something. And I'm thinking about shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I feel like it's just a difference. It's about survival or something like this and these generational things and moving forward here. Who's still gonna be able to be, well, damn, I don't know. Would it be on this earth with these 5D looking motherfuckers? Or is it, is it some other place that I just wasn't invited? And I guess that's okay too. Then I need to be able to have the whole extent of everything on motherfucking earth then. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like also in that scripture, that's what I feel like it was talking about too. Like about certain men that is going to be like about the earthly something. And then these other men that I don't know what, it didn't say what else they would be into, but you know, maybe there is a place, you know. Somebody gonna take you there. I don't know. Maybe there is a place. I promise. So because I think it yeah. Well, I guess what else is there? Maybe there's a holding cell or a holding place for those they're gonna bring back to an ark or something. Yeah, maybe an ark. Even though that ark could be some type of agreement or scroll or something like that too, a book or something with some names in it or something like this. And these people, like they said, the den of brooding viper, what John the Baptist or somebody else had to say about them is they thought that they could control, who would go into the living and who would go into the dead. So you got a whole bunch of jealous hoes down here thinking that they're gonna make the call on people's livelihood, whether you tapped in or not. When bitch, you wanted me out of the way in the whole time and you fucking on this nigga, probably or all up in their head or something like this to try to get this person to turn against who. And that's why I'm thinking, like, did they turn everybody's brain back to high school or to some young people shit? Because I know this ain't, and then when you think about some of these people that might have had a lot of finances or something, and now it might dwindle down, they ain't got shit, you gotta wonder, what did they do to these people's minds here? and then drop them down in regular society with these crazy bitches that just want their money. You know what I'm saying? What did you do? I just be thinking stuff like this. And is it to just make sure, did they do it to just certain ones that were tied to Israel? Because they want to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, this group can't get back together and function or take back what's been taken from them during a certain time while they've been frozen in time to not be able to be really fend for themselves like everybody else is doing. You know what I'm saying? The people that left that regular lifestyle shit alone to go and build because they knew they wanted to be here and build for the fucking future. You know what I'm saying? And you can't just go about that doing that shit, just staying at home in no regular fucking mentality. I don't know what the fuck they would do. Maybe that's why they didn't tell me because I would talk about it on my motherfucking channel. But, whatever it is, it's like God stopped me at the whatever it is every time. And I don't think it's a curse or anything. I think it's just that a lot of the road that some people took is going to end up them some kind of way. And I feel like that was the whole point was to, just tell me like you doing good with whatever you have, trust in me, you know what I'm saying? And you're going to be fine in the end, no matter how close it seems like these creatures get to me. I'm still here. I'm still alive. Like if somebody was really trying to kill me, I mean, I would not be sitting here fucking around, tiptoeing around somebody's house or something like this for no two years. You know what I'm saying? If it was about death, motherfucker, I think that's what it already would have occurred. You know, but I also do think that as some of us also continue to find out certain things, you do have to be careful or something like this, right? Because now people are not all excited about the big thing that they thought they was going to see at the end of something, even if this was like some kind of act or some type of trick or something like Lucifer played on Dan, even if it was something like that. Even though I feel like Lucifer had a little bit of ill intent doing that shit, but at the end of the day, like I said, regardless of the fact, you know what I'm saying? Say somebody was waiting for somebody to get the joke or get the clue or get the something, the hang of it or something, and you never did. Like I'm the type of person that just so petty or so just like, you know what I'm saying? Something that I would just have to come up to you and say, dude, I put this whole thing on to try to give you a trick and everything like this, and you didn't even fucking fall for it. Like what is your problem or something like this? Like I'm not gonna be able just to put on some whole production and not get the ending and just walk away and not say nothing. Like, damn. You know what I'm saying? But I guess that's the worst thing that somebody could do. And that's also a thing that somebody could use as an excuse to walk away from something. But again, on this platform, like I don't take it too seriously. Like I said, if anything is going to be for me, it's going to come to me or come back to me. It may be a reason why it have to be away from me. So, there's a method to the madness for everything that I put up here. Hopefully tonight, because I was in a joking mood or something like this, hopefully it made you laugh. Okay. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But made you think, and I feel like that's the only thing that I feel like I'm here to do. And I think that's why some people like me are being targeted is to make people think. They don't want you thinking. And so again, I got to tell you not to think. Don't think about it too much. So that could be what this is here. Okay? Nobody don't want you thinking about no shit too much, you know? And I feel like that's just what we're dealing with here. I feel like it's all fun and games until the communication is gone. And that's just it, you know? But my whole thing is I feel like this was not no love connection that could be turned off and turned on. What I feel like is they're swapping out or they're doing something seasonal with these especially with some of these Matthew and maybe something about the book of Matthew, masculine energies. In a minute it's gonna be some of these like I Robot, like it's gonna be, those versions, and you know, they don't understand tears. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, they show you a motherfucking Robot dog. But I'm just saying, it's whatever God got planned is what God got planned. You see, I ain't coming to tell you that the shit ain't gonna happen or change nothing like Jesus said. All I'm saying is, it's like puzzles and shit like that to me, and that's what I like to do. And so I was saying they might have showed you that video to make you freak out a little bit about them robotic dogs, but think about it the other way around. If they don't look like, look, something just hit me in the chest. See, when something hit me in the chest like that, I'm just talking too much. So I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Then it's dark out here and I'm about to go to bed in a minute, and so she. But that's what I feel like. Mm, 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 mm. Lord, Lord. Yeah, some shit about to be on, and it already been on. But I'm just saying something about to change. Some dynamic around here about to change. For real. That's what I feel. It already has. You know? I feel like somebody like me is probably just the last one. But I feel like that's what it is. That's what it's gonna be all about. Wake like something is getting like diluted or thinned out, or something is being moved on and on and on. And one day, like some of us are gonna wake up and you're really gonna be in that scene. You know what I'm saying? Where nothing's like, could you imagine like, oh, because I'm thinking about even on The Walking Dead now. I remember I don't know what got us into watching that, but we started watching it as a whole family. It turned into a whole craze. And I think it was after the shit already off the air or something. But no, it wasn't. Okay. But I'm saying this is could be like something like Rick waking up. Like I thought that that was so kind of like profound about the show. I don't know why that stuck out to me so much throughout the whole series. When he woke up in that hospital and realized what had happened. You see what I'm saying? That part. And these people talking about they don't want scars, or I'm thinking, are they talking about bites, or they're talking about lashes, or they talking about cuts, or are they talking about, these people scarring up your heart, or are these, these people that are doing something to people physically somehow? Mm, 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 mm. And then that's what I'm saying about this whole energy of this love, or leave love behind, or let it go, or something like that, because, it might be a season for that. That could be a part of programming or something like this, but it's a sad thing, but it could be true. Like, you know, it, yeah, or else, whatever that means. So I don't know, guys. But I don't know. I think that was it. I just really wanted to come on here and say those things that I said at the beginning. The rest of it was just, I don't even know. But I feel like it's so funny when these people be trying to use stuff like the stuff that they know that the government, not well, not the government, but they know that whatever these entities are, okay, they know that they have a hold on these things, and this is how these people tell on themselves, and they'll come on here and say something like that, right? But if somebody don't got that, if they really don't got that many views, then how did you even find out about this person and that person that you talking about that's talking about somebody was looking at their shit and copying their shit like that? Like, I don't know that they got somebody's energy sitting out here in the open somehow, almost like that sacred tree, almost like that sacred tree that they have in the Iwa tree or whatever, excuse me, that they have in Avatar. And no, this ain't no fairy tale, no nothing like this, but these storylines are real, mythical, something, even prophetic things. You don't have to look at it at that. Those are the people that don't have an imagination. And that's probably why these masculine energies be wanting to come back to that balance of that something, and somebody that could also be serious, and somebody could be funny, and somebody could be all those things above. And these people don't have that. They're struggling just to put on these minstrel act, or these whatever these acts are, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to some of these people's performance on whatever they're doing online. You know what I'm saying? People not acting like, it's almost like for me sometimes I do feel some kind of way, but I feel like I know what's going on with me, right? A little bit. So, people might feel embarrassed or whatever that if they see people poking fun at the Empress or the Holy Spirit or something like this, and dragging them about them being tired or, resting or something like this or whatever, right? Um, People be trying to make it seem like something wrong with you or something like this, but sometimes this work can take a lot out of you. Um, Even a little message could take a lot out of me sometimes. And that's not for me to sit here and drill that into your head for you to, because ain't none of your fucking business anyway. You shouldn't be looking at what I'm doing at home, in my house, in my studio, in my whatever I'm doing any fucking way. But, mm I think there was a point to that, but I think I'm falling asleep already. I just got like this calming sense or something really quick. I just tired. Excuse me. So people can call you whatever they want, but they don't know anything about you really. And I feel like this could be something that was also getting some of these people cast out, is these fathers that looked at their father work hard physically, and they worked hard physically, and so they have no respect for you, right? Because they may see you just sit around or stay at home and be, first of all, a lot of these energies want you to stay there any damn way. All right. And second, let's just keep that all the way real, okay? And then second of all, you know, and I feel like that's so weird, especially for some of us that are physical energies, okay? For somebody to want to have that much control and everything like this and never show up physically, I feel like that's strange. That's something that has to be addressed. And even if we're not talking about the twin flame, maybe your person is not supposed to show up in the 3D. Mine is. Okay? And so again, something like that. So, and I don't mean no sneak shit, and I don't mean nobody that I ain't talking to. You get what I'm saying? And that's what I feel like people are doing. And now a lot of people that are having a vengeance or feel like you didn't choose them are now coming back your way forcefully, abruptly, abusively, with spite, out of spite, or they're acting some kind of way or aggression or something like this, right? And now again, the this could be like where your divine feminine or your divine masculine or whatever divine counterpart is not even around no more. And these people are doing something to you that you can't see that they're doing. And this person might be sitting somewhere far away that can't get to you, seeing what these people are doing and just in horror. You know what I'm saying? And you oblivious to what the fuck they're doing or planning on about to do to you. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I feel like somebody did. There's a lot of mad motherfuckers that's mad because they felt like somebody didn't choose them or they only was stuck on this one nigga. And these people probably could have, this is what I'm telling you, or this is what they planned, or this is what happened in a past lifetime. It could be up to 1,000 years, centuries ago, up until now. All right. And that's just what they did. And to this person had no choice but to move on with another feminine energy. And I feel like this is why they do the physical part with the masculine energy, knowing the feminine energy needs physical contact at some point in time in these connections, but they don't really want for the feminine energy to get the connection in the first place. You see, they just want her to react with this man to see what he like so they can build a bitch in a workshop to do. And it makes no sense. It makes no sense because I feel like, again, it would make no sense to go somewhere else to get them slaves. If God made a partner or something like this and these people linked or click like this, who are you to try to change that shit or to say, oh, well, you doing this over here or that. The point of the shit is for you to what? Probably ascend or probably, you know what I'm saying, take your losses, and it's something that comes and hits you. That love comes in and finds you without you having to find it. It smacks you to fuck up your head, upside your head. You can't say, oh, this person was out in the streets and doing this and that's how she met men. No, God brought this nigga in my house. You know what I'm saying? So if God brought this nigga in my house, I don't bet not nobody say no shit if some shit manifests in the real life and me and this motherfucker get the fuck up out of here. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it. Same way I couldn't be mad if the same thing happened with my mate or whoever if I'm with, if I understand the process, right? But it's a difference when I feel like people are coddling to somebody a masculine energy that's well capable of taking care of themselves, and they're shunning and cock blocking from a feminine energy that might have had some people come in for her, and she may not be as prepared or as something as these other women would be, but it still could have been meant to be, right? But people have their opinions and all this other shit, right? And people want to act like some of us didn't come with something already, whether you have it or not. Some of you may have to wait until you walk away from something to get something else or whatever, like this, in that sense. But I think that's talking about like to protect your finances or something like this. I don't think it means that to protect you from a female, masculine, or anybody that will be bringing you some type of information or knowledge in. And like I said, everybody's story may not be this deep or something like this, but somebody's is. Somebody's is. And that's the whole point of it all right there. And all this time and all this separation, everything like this, it's just opening up the doors for more people to plot and plot and plot and plan. And I feel like I wonder if this will happen with certain ancestors, to where then now you have no place but no thing to do but to flee. And how many of these things was like a tired parent or somebody that didn't want to fight, or they was in love with a woman or something like this, and they let the shit fall on that. Like, nah, man, nah, because you on because somebody used witchcraft on you, man. I refuse. It's almost like that a little bit here. And I feel like there's these identifiers that are coming out of that are also starting to assist or help us see something in a different light here. Some type of I heard adapter. Mm. Cause I feel like all you, or all I do is think. I'm hearing all I do is think of you, right? And I also hear people saying you wish, like somebody saying you wish that nigga was talking to you or something like this, and you like, okay, you wish he wasn't. Yeah. People are gonna fool you with that. God is making his children dreams come true right now, because that's not necessarily always so in the biblical text. That's why I like to pull it out. It's not always so in the biblical text. A lot of times it's Satan's children that's winning on that level. That's winning on the level of, when it comes to social media and all these other things like this. It's not the ones, the sun is going to shed manna and shed light. And again, some people may get burned and they may not like that, but the sun's still going to shine at the end of the day. The sun even shining on the fucking moon card. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. Get out. You know what I'm saying? With that shit right there. And I feel like that's also why these people like to get these masculine energies that may have been faithful at some point in time out there in the streets. And they might have been only with one girl or something or whatever like this. And if they can get them to mess around with one or two girls, so then this masculine energy might not go out and be a total hoe. But if he get one more feminine energy or something that he vibing with, then now this other feminine that he was made for is gonna have to fight with this other hoe. Especially let it be a slip up. That's why people setting people up. And let it be a slip up, and then now what I'm saying, she got to be nah, mm-mm. Yeah, I had to ask China, can I get a new one? If this is the case, because I just feel like, anyway it goes, if this is a baby mama, this one of these females that called themselves trying to attack me or try to put me out or put me in my place, or or take my place or something like this. And again, that's high treason. And it don't matter if you young or old or this or that or fat or skinny or pregnant or not. This just is what it is. You helped and assisted with trying to murder a queen or a king. And it's supposed to be it's finito. I think that's what they call it. It's the end fucking game. Some of these people had like 10 or 20 years to get the fuck out your face. Stop trying to access bank accounts or whatever this is, all this other shit. But yeah. So, anyways, guys, I think that's it. I can barely keep my eyes open. I can barely keep my eyes open. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go to bed. What is like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning? And I think, you know, that was a good conversation. I hadn't well, we ain't like we having a conversation, but like I'm saying, and this could be another antic too here, really. But I'm gonna be free to speak what I want to speak in this day, and that's just what it is. You know, that is just what it is. I'm not gonna be afraid to show things. Nothing is in everything is alleged, and nothing is in stone. I'm just showing the things that I see that God shows me that I'm seeing. And that's just it. it Somebody be quiet about it if they want to and don't never say nothing about it. And then somebody could also, you know what I'm saying? And then that way they could kill it'll make it easier for these people to rid of you or whatever. Like again, if this is something that's a big secret that could be something exciting for somebody to learn the truth about something finally or something like this, why would it have to be hidden? And if it have to be hidden, then why the fuck if and I'm supposed to be the one hiding it, why the fuck don't I want why don't I know why it need to be hid? You get what I'm saying? So that's just the part. Somebody is just afraid of what could come out about something here. And they're trying to control the narrative. And they're going to try to blame it on a sore loser or a scorned person somebody walked away from or something. And there's none of that for me. I mean, I don't even know who's in and out, anyways. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm keeping dibs on these people, especially not no more. And I never was in the first, like I said. It's just that's what it is. And I feel so bad because sometimes I wake up in the morning and I think, damn, what if this is all whatever all these people are saying all this shit and really all the divine masculine or the divine feminine want from somebody is just for them to, you know, s- make a plea of how they feel about somebody or something like this. Like maybe that's what somebody was waiting for. Like 4 months ago or 6 months ago, they really wanted you just to stop your work and everything like this and just tell them how you feel. Look at the camera with tears in your eyes and shit in a poem that's all crumpled up or whatever and say what you know what I'm saying? And say how you feel about them to the world or something like this. And I feel so sometimes I feel silly, like damn, maybe that's all you had to do like 6 months ago or something like this. But I feel like also somebody want me to say that shit so they can use that as a reason of what the fuck we're talking about right now. Like again, my mind goes so many. It's almost like that energy of my father's house has many mansions. I don't dwell on just darkness all day. That's just the way my art comes out. That's how my, you know what I'm saying, um, my work comes out. It may seem a little bit like kind of whiskey-ish, a little bit like it goes down, can go down smooth, but burn your throat a little bit or something like this. Okay, but you know, that's not what I feel in my heart all day, in my chest all day when I sit down or when I do whatever I'm doing throughout the day. That's not sitting there. That's freed already with that spread that we're doing or with this, me speaking about it or something like this. I clear and cut the air. So I don't know, but it's a lot going on. So I'll just see you guys later. And one thing is about to be the sleeps. So I will see you guys later. Take care. Bye.